What's good? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Eleni and I'm here with Andreas today.
What's up, everyone?
Today we are having another baking show, and this time we are baking a Greek pastry called KATAIFI.
KATAIFI, yeah, that's what we're going to be making today. It's kind of like a childhood treat of mine. When I was younger, I used to call it hairy stuff. Just wait till you see what it looks like when we're finished baking it. I'm excited, and you should be too.
Yeah, so if you like this video, be sure to give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and ring the bell for notifications. Cheers. Lid. So for the KATAIFI, we have our KATAIFI phyllo dough, and basically it's just shredded phyllo. It's shredded pastry dough, so the phyllo. And for our filling, we have a lot of it already in the bowl. But you're going to need 1 cup walnuts, 1 cup of chopped almonds, and pistachios inside, as well as to sprinkle on the top. You're going to need some sugar, cinnamon. So also you have ground cloves in here. And this is our beaten egg white, so it's a little bit fluffy. I'll dump that in there. And also we already put our brandy in here, and then we just need to stir it all up in the bowl.
So you just listed everything in this bowl?
Yep.
Awesome. I'm stirring this, mixing it up. Thoroughly mixed is important, so.
So all of our nuts are pretty finely chopped in here, and that is what is going to go inside of our KATAIFI. For the syrup, this is what's going to go on top of the KATAIFI to just really make it really sweet and sugary. So in the syrup we have 2 cups of sugar, 1 1/4 cup of water, lemon juice, as well as some of the lemon peel, 4 whole cloves in here, and 1 tablespoon of honey. You are going to boil that 1 1/4 cup of water and then add all of the ingredients and reduce the heat to let it simmer for about 10 more minutes. And that's how you make the syrup. The most important part.
Scissor.
Next step is we're going to butter the bottom of the tray. So Andreas, here you go, that's your job. And then we have the KATAIFI phyllo underneath this wet paper towel because you cannot let it dry out, so you have to move pretty quickly. So once he butters the bottom of the tray, we're going to cover the bottom of the tray with phyllo until we can't see it anymore while continuously applying butter. Basically, this is at least a 2-person job. I feel like this would be impossible to do by yourself, considering you have to move very quickly. Now that the whole bottom of the pan is buttered, I'm going to start to put phyllo down.
You can put it all straight now.
Okay. And then add more butter.
Basically everywhere, just keep buttering it.
Do you think it's ready for the nuts?
Could use some there, I don't know, small area.
So now that we have our entire bottom layer filled with phyllo dough, we're going to add half the nuts now, and then do another layer of phyllo, and then add the rest of the nut mixture. So, do you want to scoop it?
Doesn't matter.
So let's shovel it on.
Okay, here's the last shovel, right?
Yeah, probably. I think that's probably about half. So now we're just going to spread it out nicely.
I think more, or?
Yeah, probably more. So now that we got this layer done, we're just going to cover that with more phyllo. We finished spreading out the nut mixture on the bottom of this, so now we're going to add more phyllo, and then the reason why I keep covering this up is because it's a wet or damp paper towel, so that way the phyllo won't dry out, and that's really important to not have it dry out during this process. So while I'm putting this down, he is putting the butter on top of it. We finished that up, and now we are putting on the final layer of our nuts and then the final layer of phyllo, and so we basically use the entire box of phyllo when doing this. And we're gonna spread that out evenly. And now we're just going to apply the last layer of phyllo and then continue to spread that with butter. Okay, so for the final touches, I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of the pistachios on the top, and then the rest will go on about 5 minutes before it's finished cooking. So I'm going to put this in the oven at 350 degrees, and it's gonna bake for 45 to 60 minutes or until it's golden brown. Alright, so it is a nice golden brown. I just took it out of the oven. It's been cooling for about 10 minutes, but this is how it looks. So I have our syrup here that we had made earlier, and I have strained out the cloves as well as the orange peel. Now I'm just going to pour the syrup over the KATAIFI kind of like in rows. Alright, so I got all of the syrup out, and now for our last step, I have my chopped pistachios here, and I'm just going to cover and sprinkle them over the top. Just Salt Bay. There is some pistachios in the inside of this, but we mostly have it on top for flavor. And that is everything. So basically next is I'm going to cover this with tin foil, and you have to let this sit for about 3 hours before you can cut into it and eat it, so that way all of the syrup really gets nice and soaked into the KATAIFI, so it's really juicy. The KATAIFI has set for about 3 hours now, so now it's time to scoop my slice. And it's very sticky because of all the syrup, and actually there's a lot of syrup still in the bottom of the tray, so I'm just gonna leave it in the pan to let it continue to soak up into the KATAIFI. So this is my slice. It looks very beautiful. You can see all of the nuts there on the side, so I'm excited to dig in. If you like this, the baking video, be sure to give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and ring the bell for notifications. Also, let me know what are some of your favorite desserts and pastries. See you next time.